1614. 1614 is also an important date in the Netherlands. In Mohican territory, the Dutch built their first fort, trading post, Fort Nassau. Because 1614 also signifies the momentum and the year that the new Netherland company was established, where all the traders united to go from one company into this trade. And based on that unification, the Staats-Generaal, the Dutch government, decided also to give them an exclusive license. 1614 is also the date which the first map of this region has been drawn. And that map also shows Long Island Sound, for instance, never ever discovered by anybody else before. The location of Fort Nassau was chosen on this island in Mohican territory. It was actually the second attempt of building a fort. They first started higher up the river in Mohawk territory, but it's described in 1624 in Nicholas Wassenaar's description of New Netherland that the natives up there were somehow discontent, and that's why they moved 5 leagues lower and established themselves on Castle Island in Mohican territory. And it's there they were perceived as friends and were able to establish trade agreements. But the Dutch, they didn't want to lose the connection with the Mohawks, which already supplied them with furs for a couple of years. And that's why the Dutch traders negotiated with the Mohicans to allow the Mohawks also to come down to Castle Island to trade in peace. That can actually be seen as the first free trade zone in Northern America, even maybe the first World Trade Center. And the Dutch, they didn't have an empire. They were a new nation taking shape in Europe, trying to be independent and to stay away from oppression from bigger countries. And they developed this trade concept, mercantile concept, wherein they were very successful without owning land, without any conquest, without any doctrine of the Pope, of the doctrine, using the doctrine of discovery. Just based on trade. It's based on you have something, I have something, can we trade? Can we change? And there you go into a win-win situation, because if you make all those investments to go over an ocean and to trade, and you don't have armies, to defend yourself, and you don't want to spend that money, you want to be sure that you can come back next year, and that the furs are already stacked up and everything is already arranged, because it keeps your costs low. And that's what the Dutch traders established, and that's also still generalistic with the Dutch. Keep your costs low, efficiency, logistics, and create this win-win situation. Creating sustainable trade, which is in everybody's interest.